Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy. I'm back with another video, guys. And today, I just wanted to share what I have been coming up with going into next month. Preparing myself to really just go for the long run here. Finishing the year strong. You know, just clearing those 5 months left, right? And so far, we're gonna get into it, guys. So what's been heavy on my mind right now is just like really trying to crack this code, really like try to um find what I need in order to really just be so prepared going into next month and the rest of the month that it's just gonna be a breeze. I'm not even gonna be thinking about it. I'm just like I know what I'm going through, and I know what I'm getting myself into, and I know what I'm coming with, right? So I wanted to be in that mentality, and going into that, I have this verse in my mind, right? That I can kind of use. Like I've never used this before. I came up with a lot of different ways, like prompts and stuff, like just to help me stay on this journey. But um, I want to use a different like, I don't know. It's not necessarily like a different thing, but it's just I'm using a verse to help me choose myself on this journey, right? So on Matthew 18 verse 3, right? It talks about when Jesus says, you know, unless you become like child, like you're not getting into heaven, right? And so being on this semen retention journey, it kind of helps me and grounds me to like I'm putting something on a scale instead of me thinking like when whenever I come into that moment of weakness, you know, I won't just see a scale and one side all the pleasure and benefits of a relapse, right? So with this verse, I can put this on the other scale and just weigh it and be like, look, unless I don't become like childlike, that innocence, that inner child within, if I don't choose that, the one that's dreaming, the one that dreams for a greater life, the one that has all these goals and aspiration, that deserves that everything, the best things in life, because it went through so much, right? It got robbed of its innocence too early and all that, right? It had to grow up too early. I have to choose that that person, that childlike person in me over a relapse, over a temptation, over a fleeting pleasure. So that verse really, I was trying to find a way to incorporate it, and now it's like maybe, and hey, look, I feel like that's a great way for me to like really use that verse to like help me on this journey, because your people minds like to like reason and sabotage things to like benefit itself, like regardless of you know long-term benefits or short-term benefits, because it wants what it wants. So I really wanted to find a way to just like put the nail in the coffin, basically, to just like help me do that. And yeah, guys, if and I really was thinking about it, like it is true, because it's like, as a kid growing up, like we didn't really have any of these like sexual, like adult content, like need for things. We were just like enjoying life. We were going out, playing outside, enjoying the weather, enjoying the sun, enjoying the breeze, you know, not a single like care in the world. Like we were just living, right? And We were dreaming. We were using our imagination. We were, you know, we were very in our creative energy, right? And I truly believe that we can be at that state of being, you know, even going through all the rough experiences that life brought us, you know, it we still have an option to choose our inner child, is what I'm trying to say. And I'm coming into that realization where it's like, man, I haven't been choosing my inner child. Every time I relapse, I haven't been choosing my inner child. I haven't been choosing that that innocent kid in me that believes in just like all this wonderful, magical, divine things, like, you know, that has his imagination still intact, that hasn't been, you know, burdened and withered with life, like, you know. And it's just like you relapsing, like whether it be through porn, whether it be through sexual encounters with women, you're you're not being that innocent adult anymore, is what I'm trying to get at, you know. You're giving that up for that pleasure. So you're trading your state of being, because you know how the Bible says. So here's another thing, and I was thinking about, you know, like, I don't know if you guys can relate, but there's in the past there were times where it's like I felt like this light in me, right? In terms of not just in terms of like weight and um like frequency and just like color, everything, light, like just light in general. Like if you could imagine a floating orb like that, you know, it's that light in me. So, and I didn't really know how to express it to people. It's like, dang, there's this light in me. And I sound crazy talking about it because it feels like it makes, I feel like I'm meant for something greater. I feel like I'm being called. I feel like I have this grand scheme that's behind the scenes for me, you know, something like that. And it's just like you have to feed that light, because that light is going to help you sustain in this journey. And each time you relapse, that light gets dimmer and dimmer, right? We're called to be the light of this world, you know, set on like, it's like we're like a city on a hilltop, you know. We wanna shine our light, and each relapse it dims that light. We're not able to show our glory. We're not able to show this presence within us, you know, that communes with God, that communes with the source, you know. And being childlike and having that light essence within is what makes us glow. It's what makes us light up and attracts people, you know what I mean? And the thing about this modern society, modern world generation, is everything is so sexualized. Everything gets so sexualized that it takes away that fun, innocence, childlike um experience, that enjoyment, you know, because it really is, there's a there's really a lot of darkness in this world. Like I'm not even gonna like, you know, like sugarcoat it or anything. But at the same time, it's like you really have I really have to just like ground myself and really stand in this, because it's like this is the truth. And at first it's like I felt like I was missing pieces, guys. I feel like in my head I was like I'm missing key information to like really sustain me, to really lock me down in this journey, because yeah, I could go like, you know, like couple months or like almost 3 months in my last case, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I felt like, yeah, that was good. Like, I did a good job, but at the same time, it's like, man, I know I could do better. I feel like I'm missing like key information. Like, I don't know what it is, but you know, that's why I'm making this video, because it's like I'm preparing myself, right, for this upcoming month to just like knock it out. And yeah, guys, I'm sticking to this thing right now. I'm gonna use it as a little prompt whenever I feel that urge, that temptation, or whatever. I'm just gonna be like, hey, look. And because it's like, for some reason, it's like, I know it doesn't have to make sense in order for God to work, but at the same time, it's like, for me, like my mind, it if it can't rationalize something, it'll sometimes sabotage me. You know, if it doesn't click, sometimes my mind will just like sabotage everything that I'm working towards. So it's like, that's why this recalibration process is so important to me. And I don't, you know what I mean? I really want to like understand, like each relapse, I want to fully understand like the lesson I need to learn is really what it is, and just trying to have that information that I need to really just go further. So yeah, uh chapter 8 verse 13 is really what was going to help me, you know, to remind me. It's like a reminder, like, hey, unless you're childlike, you're not going to make it, you know. So you have to choose that child within you, that inner child. You have to nurture that. You have to, you know, because that is your creative source. That's what's attracting everything towards you, you know. Being that person, you know, sharing that light, you know, being the light of the world, you know, as we're called to be. Um, but yeah, hopefully that helps you guys. I hope that helps somebody, you know, in this journey, if they want to go, you know, just for the long run. Like, I'm really excited. I feel like I can close the year strong, you know. I'm back on this YouTube video. Like, I really wanted to really like record like the process, like after a relapse, like what I'm going through mentally and everything, but I don't know, it's still something that's kind of hard for me to like put together at the moment. But maybe I'll like, the goal is not even to have that, you know. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, guys, I really just want to show you guys, I really want to be on here, you know. Sometimes my consistency doesn't reflect that, but at the same time, it's like I'm in a new timeline right now that I was not expecting to be. Like 3 months ago, like you guys saw me, like I was, you know what I mean? Like I really jumped timeline, and it's like I surprised myself because I didn't even get the full blessing from all the retention I was doing. I didn't even know I'd get benefits like that. I thought it was only like attraction or something, but I'm also getting financial blessing from different sources. So it's like, I don't even know if that's correlating to the semen retention journey or just like my pursuit with God. Maybe it could be both. Both could be true, but at the same time, it's like I'm just going through it right now, and I'm just learning how to be in the moment. So yeah, guys, hopefully you guys get something from this message. Hopefully that verse helps you to just remind yourself, like, you're giving your dreams up, your inner child's dream. Like, I don't know, like when I was a kid, I had so many different aspirations, and it doesn't even have to make sense. Like, you could be like a basketball, street ball superstar, or like you want to be a really good gamer, like top professional gamer, or you want to be like the best doctor. I don't know, like, or you want to be a rock star, a musician, or whatever. Like all that, like that dreams and stuff. Like, that fuels you, that gives you energy to do things. Like, cherish that, guys. That's all I'm saying. Um, and don't let the modern society, how this world is right now, kind of conform you to its way of thinking. You know, because everything is so perverted and sexualized to the point where it's like, and that's not even the thing. The worst part is it's like normalized. But anyway, that's a whole different topic, guys. Just choose your inner child, guys. And this is a video for me too, because this is gonna help me to really just finish this year strong. And so I'm super excited. I'm back. So hope you guys love this video, like this video, share, comment, whatever you guys want to do. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.